Up guys, I have time, so why not making a very short video about the tier list currently of which unit is strong in this game. I've been playing this game for like 14 days. No, not really, 7 days actually. And there's a plenty of unit that is amazing in this game. Some of them is not as ranked that I'm gonna go over. First class is the tank class or the endurance class. The best tank in this game is demon. That's about it. Every other tank can do the job well. Demolia is actually a really decent tank that can heal herself really fast. Countess Chelsea is an A rank unit that can summon another unit and tank for her. Uh, the unit she summoned can tank up to 2 enemy unit, so that's pretty good. I would say these two is really good if you don't have Demon. Demon is good because he can give himself a shield and he can give everyone a shield also. But like, it's alright. It's not bad, amazing. So I would recommend for tanking, I actually recommend using a B rank or an A rank unit, just because tank as a class usually do not do damage, so you don't want to put too much resource into the tank class, right? So a B class that can tank and get the job done, and you know take way less resources is a lot more desirable. Next up is the Fury class. Fury, pretty much a fighter class. They can tank a little bit, not really. Primarily deal a really decent amount of damage. Nox, everyone have a Nox. They give this character out for free after playing the game for 7 days. You just have to do a bunch of mission, by doing things you should be doing already. And she is the strongest unit in the game, pretty much. They give this unit out for free, so if you have her, which you should, please use her. She's really strong. Next up is Zoya. She was on the banner for a while. You have her, when you pull like the Sam banner, I do recommend using Zoya. Zoya also later on is a really decent unit too, because you can technically speaking turn her into a tank. Her exclusive prime brand makes sure that she take way less damage and immune to any form of CC, and you can also give her like a crab brand like Creed or Bulwark and make her tank able to tank an extra unit. So you pretty much have a fighter DPS unit who is a little bit tankier and able to block 2 enemy units. Her damage is obviously not on par for Nox. Nox is amazingly broken, but Zoya can get the job done. Other unit I definitely want to highlight is Che and Wendy. I don't know much about the cast because I haven't played her that much, but Che is an extremely good, really good B rank unit. Probably as strong as Yoza. I would actually debate to put Che right next to Zoya. To be honest, um, Che is just good because he has the ability to, as a melee character, break core enemy at range, and his core breaking ability is actually really strong, right? So if you have Jet and you don't have like a B rank character, a B rank unit, a B rank unit, a melee unit, and you don't have like a core breaking unit, use Jet. He's extremely good at breaking core, do decent amount of damage. He's a B rank also, so low investment. Use him. The other character is Wendy. I'm pretty sure you get Wendy for free early on, and she's really good. She's not that much worse than Zola. The reason why she's really good is because she can do AoE damage to a lot of a lot of enemies, and her burst AoE damage is really decent, right? So if you need some AoE damage and good damage overall, use Wendy. Next up is the Umbra character, or the most specialized character. This the strongest in this guy is Bai and Labi. Bai is strong because she's strong. Read her skill for more detail, is really strong. And Labby is one of the characters that you definitely should never ignore. I have Bai, but I also have Labby because they have decent synergy together. I think really good synergy together actually. Labby skill, special skill, that you unlock at phase 2 makes so that she can reset her ultimate every single time a core is broken. So in many cases, you can break 5 core of 5 different enemy in a really short amount of time with Labby, right? And she can also break code from anywhere from the map because her ultimate makes so that you can just pretty much teleport anywhere for free, right? So this is a really strong unit. She's a B rank, low investment, and she do really decent damage, especially with the backstab passive. One of the strongest unit in the game, in my opinion, especially when you have to do a lot of core damage. Right next to Bai Yi is appropriate. Scrunch, who deal really decent amount of damage, but she's pretty pure damage dealer. Not that much CC. And Serpent. Serpent is not in the game yet. Um, she's an upcoming banner, but if when Serpent come, I actually do recommend getting Serpent just because of the fact that out of every character in this Umbra category, Serpent is the only that can do magical damage. Flashbang warning. This is fucking great. It's so fucking bright. So if you look at this, spread ridiculous spreadsheet, um, there's not a lot of character that do magic damage, right? For most of character do physical, except if they're like arcane, right? Arcane character obviously do magic, but most character do physical. But you do want some magic unit. Magic unit is do are required in some content of the game. So having another really strong assassin that do specifically magic damage and do AoE damage is really good. Not out yet, but I'm advertising her because when she's out, you better pull for her. This class, I can't pronounce the name. I'm just gonna call them Ranger because they just all attack from range. So one of the strongest unit is Langley, pretty much the strongest in terms of damage. She do a lot of damage, and she have some utility in terms of breaking an enemy core. If you don't have Langley, I would recommend EMP. Funny enough, her name is not pronounced EMP. Her name is pronounced M. I don't know why, but that is the case. M is also a really strong unit when she's like invested and in the mid game. In the late game, if you're not invested in her, she's not as strong. Her strong point is dealing really high amount of damage to a single target and ability to reset her ultimate also. She can also break a core, right? She can do core damage also. So she's good. She's a good unit. She kinda fall off a little bit later on. Later on, you do need a little more investment for her to work, but she's work. She work for the most part. Priscilla Roca is also decent. Summer, okay, I kind of have to go over Summer just a little bit. Out of every S rank, I would say Summer probably the weakest. At S0, right? With no duplicate, with zero shackle, she's definitely the weakest. She's not bad. She can do damage. And the reason why she's not the best is because of her ult. The entire kit of Summer is around this thing called drone, right? And her ultimate summon one drone every time you use it. You can summon up to 4, and the drone lasts for the entire round. Each drone increases her damage by 30%, pretty much. And this drone is counted, separately, right? So let's say something stun Summer, the drone will still keep attacking because they count separately. This is a pure DPS unit. There's no utility. Her passive just increase damage, right? Increase damage by 10%, increase crit rate by the amount of drones he has. So like this is a pure damage dealer with no utility, right? And you'd be like, she might do a lot of damage, but in my gameplay, I almost have Summer to face to. Labby, a B rank unit, beats Summer in damage almost every single time. And it's just really sad because they take really long to summon drone, and it just it's just way too long. And the worst part is that her problem is soft if you have her copy, which is just so sad because when you get all of her copy, she's T0, right? When you get all of her copy, she's actually T0, like one of the strongest unit in the game. If you have all her copy, right? That's the problem. You need all her copy to make her work. Really sad. She's a really strong unit, but just not for free to play. If you're really lucky and you get all of her copy, that's cool. If let's say you lose a shit ton of 50-50, you can also get summer. And who knows, after a few months of playing the game, you may have all of her duplicate. And I would say by the time you have all of duplicate, she's worth it. She's really strong if you have all her duplicate. If you don't, probably investing in some other character is a more wiser decision early on. Next up is Arcane, which is the magic dealer in this game. All Arcane are magic dealer, and the best of the best is Irene. Straight up, there is no other character in Arcane that is stronger than Irene. She do really good damage. She have amazing utility in terms of being able to slow enemy down in AoE setting, to break core enemy twice, or just do a shit ton of burst damage. She is a very versatile unit, very very good unit. Her second passive is definitely a really amazing passive, which she can generate energy for the chief every 30 seconds, down to 20 seconds. You can generate an energy every single 20 seconds. Energy for the chief, to put in context, cannot be generated at all unless you break an enemy core. Irene generate energy for you for free. This makes her one of the strongest units in the game just because of this. And chief skill is so impactful. Like so the chief skill is like game changing, right? So have the ability to use 2 or 3 more chief skill per game is just straight up amazing. A late game you can unlock her, crown brand, which is just amazing. Her crown brand alternate or not alternate the way you play the game completely, right? See, become instead of like using my ability whenever you need to using ability as a trap and setting up and think ahead of where you need to set up, what type of enemy you want to set up. Again, really good investment, really good damage. She's always in the top 3 damage dealer in my entire team. Definitely recommend. If you don't have Irene, I would recommend Hecate and Luvia Ray. Recommend these two specifically because you do get these two for free. Hecate you get for free from playing the story mode, and Luvia you get for free by just logging in to the game, right? So these two extremely good character. Hecate have some amazing utility. She can break enemy core reliably. She do good damage. All ally also gain magic penetration, which is good with like if you have a lot of magic unit. Her exclusive ability make so that she can summon another tank that can tank for you. Luvia Ray is also a decent unit, which is like a little bit the opposite from Hecate, since Luvia have no utility like at all. All of her kit is just deal more damage and deal even more damage and deal even more damage. She's a pure magical damage dealer. She's like Summer, but not shit because she's A rank and she's magical, right? So you need a magical damage dealer. Leo Ray is like top damage. Next to Catalyst. Catalyst is like the healer, the buffer, the debuffer from this game. The two of the strongest by far, by like a large margin, is Hamo and Ariel. Hamo is just an amazing unit. She's the strongest healer in the game. The catch is she cannot do auto attack and she cannot block. That means she can also never be targeted by the enemy, right? So you can put her in like really weird spot and she can heal anything pretty much. She can heal a lot. She can always heal. You don't have to use her skill to heal. She always heal. Her auto attack is her healing pretty much. Her skill just to make her heal even more. As you level her up and as you invest in her, her healing just gets stronger. Her first passive makes so that she heal more, and the range of she heal expanded to up to the entire arena. Her unique ability makes so that she can actually do some damage and heal more, but she can actually do some damage, which is pretty good. Hamo, I want Hamo so bad, but I don't have her. So I use Ariel. Straight up, like you don't have Ariel. Ariel is good. Like straight up, Ariel is a really good A rank, and you can get her if you like buy anything in this game. If you buy like the $5 monthly card, or you can buy like the battle pass or something, you do get Ariel for free. It's technically not free, but you get what I mean. Ariel is like Hamel, but like not as strong. Uh, she can block and she can do damage though, unless unlike Hamel. But yeah, all her thing is play around her ultimate. Her ultimate just heal everyone in a 3x3 square. That's about it. Her healing is pretty damn decent. Every other Catalyst I don't really recommend. Macchiato, you can use it for emergency early on. She can heal, but like you only really use this character if you have like no other healer in the game, okay? And it's like, it's okay. And then we also have Fox and Chameleon. These two is actually unique in that they both do not heal. Fox makes sure that everyone take reduced damage instead of healing. I would say that is not as desirable. I say healing is more better. Chameleon is a buffer. She can buff one unit to attack really quickly. I can understand building a calm like Nox or Bai Yi who attack. So character like Bai Yi who can give herself pretty much 100% crit rate, and if you build her with crit damage, she's gonna do a shit ton of auto damage. Like just normal attack damage, she can do a lot of damage. Same with Zoya. Zoya do a lot of damage with her burst. Her burst just buff her auto attack by a lot. Her every third attack do true damage, which is decent, really good against tanky enemy. Nox burst make her auto AoE and do a shit ton of damage also. So I can understand using Chameleon to super buff the attack speed of some of the characters like Bai, Nox, Zoya, who can benefit greatly from the buff. But I would advise not to use Chameleon early on. I would say late game, way later into the game, you can use Chameleon as like a really niche buffer for a really strong auto attack unit. But early on, investing in someone else is probably better. So yeah, that's it for the tier list. I didn't go like over every single character in the game, but I want to highlight the character that you should focusing on, which character is actually really good. I want to highlight a few A rank character, a few B rank character. I will link both website in the description. I will link this Google Doc, and I also link this website if you want to like have a deeper look into one of the other character. I hope you guys like this video. I do apologize for the microphone quality. I am a poor ass person that doesn't have a good microphone. But I hope I doesn't like assault your guys' ear too much. But yeah, you like the video, give me a like. Hopefully, I appreciate it. Yeah, bye.